welcome to Prep Eve. From today onwards, we'll be starting with guided reading practice. In this particular series, I'll be discussing one type of question every day so that you get comfortable while solving these types of questions in your real IELTS test. So let's get started. For the day, the topic, or let's say the type of question that we are going to cover, is the flow chart. So flow chart, this is the strategy that you have to follow, or this is the step-by-step approach that needs to be followed to solve this particular question. So let me just read it out for you. The first one is that you have to read the heading of the passage. Now this strategy or this particular rule applies to all types of questions. So you have to read the heading or read the title of the passage. It's really important so that you can get some idea of what could be present in that particular passage or what would be talked about in that particular passage. So it gives you some sort of idea about what you can expect in your passage. That is the first thing. The second thing that you have to do is you have to read the instructions and title of the flowchart question carefully. So in the flowchart question also there's a title given to you. Every flowchart will have a title associated with it. You read that title so that again you get an idea what this flowchart is going to talk about or what that flowchart is describing. Okay, I'll give you an example. Don't worry, we'll be solving one complete type of question, or let's say one flowchart question today. So just wait for that. I'll tell you how these strategies or how these steps can be applied in these type of questions. Step 3 is that you have to skim through the first 2 paragraphs to get an idea of what the passage is about. This is again very important. Sometimes we straight away start looking for the keywords in the passage, which is not right. Till the time you do not have some knowledge about what the passage is going to talk to you about, or what the content of the passage is, you will not be able to move forward. You will not have any clarity in your mind about what the content is. So it's always necessary, or it's always important to go through at least 2 paragraphs of the passage so that you get some idea of the content. Now once you read the 2 paragraphs in the passages, you'll have fair enough idea. Then you can move on to the questions. Okay, then you have to go to the questions and underline the keywords in the question and think about the synonyms of those keywords. So each question or each sentence would have 1 or 2 or 3, 4 keywords. Underline those keywords and think about the synonyms of those keywords, because as you guys already know, the passage will have the paraphrased version of the question. It will not be the same. It will not use the same words. The same words from the passage will not be borrowed when it comes to the question, and vice versa. So you have to keep in mind that you will not see the exact same words in your passage as you see in your question. You have to instead think about some of the synonyms or paraphrase the sentence and look for that in your passage. So if you do that, you will be in a better position to locate the answer. Step 5 is to locate these keywords or synonyms in the passage. Don't look for the exact same word always. Sometimes, maybe 2 or 3 times, that strategy might work if the word is, let's say, a factual word or a technical word and it has no synonyms. Then of course you can locate that word. But if that word has a synonym, then most probably, I would say 99%, the synonym would be used in the passage and they would not use the same word as it is used in your question. Okay, the last step is that once you have located the synonyms, once you have located the synonyms in the passage, you have to read those sentences properly to find the answer. So let's say you located the keyword in the 3rd sentence of the 2nd paragraph, then you go through 2-3 sentences above that particular keyword and below that particular keyword. So you just read 2-3 sentences to be doubly sure whether that's the answer or not. Once you follow this step-by-step approach, it will become really easy for you to locate the answer and reach the final decision of which word you should be writing as your answer. Apart from this, there's a disclaimer here. This last sentence that I've written has been picked up from the official IELTS website. This is what it says. The answers to this particular type of question, which is the flowchart questions, will not necessarily occur in the same order as in the text. I'm repeating, it says not necessarily, which basically means that sometimes it could be in the same order and sometimes it could be in a different order, right? However, they will usually come from one section rather than the entire text. Because it's a flowchart question, they will not cover the entire passage. They might cover 2-3 paragraphs and that's about it. So your answers will be in close vicinity to one another. All right, let's move on to solving one question live right now. Okay, I'll be just going to that particular passage. So what's the step one that you do? If you guys remember, step one is to read the heading of the passage. So the heading of the passage is robots at work, right? So this is your, one second, this is your heading, correct? So once you read this, you have some idea that this particular passage is going to be about technology at workplace or technology at office. Now this is just a guess, but you still have certain idea that this is something that you can expect in your passage. Once you have done this, the next thing that you have to do is you just once scroll down and have a look at the questions. So the question here is obviously flowchart. You also have to read the instructions of the question. So here it says no more than 3 words. So we'll also underline that. And here it says flowchart. Okay. Here again, as I mentioned, the flowchart question will also have a title. So the title here is the production process. So you can read it later on as well, but I'm just giving you a gist or an overview right now. Okay. So we go back to the passage now. We have no knowledge about what the content is in this passage apart from the title. So let's read the first 2 paragraphs to build some basis of what we can expect in this particular passage or what this is going to be all about. Okay, so the passage says the newspaper production process has come a long way from the old days when the paper was written, edited, typeset, and ultimately printed in one building, with the journalists working on the upper floors and the printing presses going on the ground floor. So here they're giving you one general overview about the newspaper production, how the newspaper production used to take place, what was the process in the old days. So they're talking about the old days. These days, now again, the keyword here is now they've moved to these days. The editor, sub-editor and journalist who put the paper together are likely to find themselves in a totally different building. So there has been some change, different building, or maybe even in a different city. This is the situation which now prevails in Sydney. So again, now prevails in Sydney. So you have certain context now that this passage is talking about newspaper production process. Okay, and they are comparing in this particular paragraph A, they are comparing about the past and the present. All right. Now the next sentence says the daily paper is compiled at the editorial headquarters known as the pre-press center in the heart of the city, but printed far away in the suburbs at the printing center. Here, human beings are in the minority. So this is another major thing that they're talking about. Human beings are in the minority as much of the work is done by automated machines controlled by computers. So now did you get the context? Why is the heading or the title robots at work? Because of the simple reason that they are boiling down to the point that newspaper production process was different in the past. Everything used to happen in the same building. Now it's totally different. The process takes place in different buildings, in fact in different cities, and now human beings are in minority and the computers are taking over, or there's automation. So this is your first paragraph. Okay, if you want, you can quickly scroll down and have a look at the production process here. So the first sentence that we have in this particular question is, the newspaper is compiled at the editorial headquarters by the journalists. Okay, so here the keywords are compiled, the newspapers are compiled at the editorial headquarters by the journalists. So I guess if you were attentive so far, you might have, seen this word somewhere in the first paragraph. Let's quickly have a look if we have seen it. If not, we'll again revisit the second paragraph. So the second sentence or the second part of the flowchart is basically this thing. I hope everyone knows what flowchart is. So it's like a step-by-step process or a flow from the first to the last step. So the final version, now this is again your keyword, final version of the text is dashed to the printing center. So maybe sent to the printing center. I'm just guessing. Okay, this is just a guess. I'm not sure about the answer. So let's go back to the passage. We have completed the first paragraph, and here, as I mentioned, there was editorial building here, editorial headquarters. So we can underline it for future. Probably the answer is somewhere here. So editorial headquarters, known as the pre-press center in the heart of the city of Sydney. Okay, so moving on to the next paragraph. Once the finished newspaper has been created for the next morning's edition, all the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-press center to the printing center. So once you finish the newspaper, once it has been compiled, you have to send all the pages. All the pages are transmitted electronically, which means are sent from the pre-press center to the printing center. So again, if you notice, there is some mention of this in your question. We'll go back to that so that you can relate to it. The system of transmission is an update on the sophisticated page facsimile system already in use on many other newspapers. An image setter at the printing center delivers the pages as films. So the pages are delivered as films. Each page takes less than a minute to produce. So it's a very fast process. It takes less than a minute to produce each paper. Although is basically however, or you are getting some contrasting information. Although for color pages, 4 versions, once each for black, magenta and yellow are sent. The pages are then processed into photographic negatives, and the film is used to produce aluminium printing plates ready for the presses. Okay, so now this is what this paragraph is talking about. It's basically telling you what happens once the newspaper is finished. Finished basically can be the synonym of compiled, right? Or it's created, and all the pages are transmitted or sent electronically from one place to the other, which is the pre-press center to the printing center. Okay, so this is what they're talking about. They're talking about also the image setter, the colors, and facsimile basically means duplicate. Okay, so this word means duplicate. The system of transmission is an update on the sophisticated page facsimile system already in use on the many other newspapers. All right, so let's go back to the question and try to understand how we can come to the answer. So the newspaper is compiled at the editorial headquarters by the journalists. So we have figured that out in the first paragraph. The final version of the text, so final version could be the complete version of the text, is dashed to the printing center. So printing center synonym would be here. If you see, it says printing center as it is. I'll just zoom it here. So it says printing center. Can you locate the keyword? So it says printing center here, and the answer to this question is transmitted electronically. So you are transmitting the newspaper electronically to the printing center. So here you go, the final version of the text is transmitted electronically. So the answer here would be transmitted electronically. And while you're writing the answer, you need to ensure that you follow the instructions, and the instructions here are that you do not have to write more than 3 words, and transmitted electronically is definitely lesser than 3 words. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It says the pages arrive by facsimile. Okay, so the pages arrive by duplicate. Facsimile, as I mentioned before, it means duplicate. Moving on to the next one, it says the pages are converted into. So you have to locate this particular word. The pages, so a paragraph that's talking about pages and something that is being converted. So pages are converted into something else. Let's locate that particular word. And the third one is dash are made for use in the printing press. So something is made for use in the printing press. So something that is supposed to be used in the printing press has been made. So what is that thing? We'll have to locate that as well. So the keywords are pages, converted, and then printing presses. Okay, converted could be, changed, modified, transformed. These are the synonyms that you can locate for this word. And pages, I don't think they're going to change it. Pages would remain as it is. I don't think there are many synonyms to this word. So we'll go back to the passage and locate for the answer. So the first time I locate pages is somewhere here. All the pages are transmitted, but that's not the answer. Here again you spot pages. Each page takes less than a minute. Then the pages are then processed into photographic negatives and the film is used. Let me just zoom in for you guys, 1 second. Yeah, now you can look at it. Okay, the pages are then processed into photographic negatives and the film is used to produce aluminium printing plates ready for the press. So here what could be the answer? I'm pretty sure the answer is in these lines. So pages are then processed. So the synonym for converted here is processed. So instead of writing converted as mentioned in the question, the passage says processed. Okay, processed. So here pages are then processed into photographic negatives. So the answer to your question would be photographic negatives, or you could also use the word film. That's also correct because these are again the synonyms. So I'll just write it down. So the answer to this one is the pages are converted into photographic negatives. All right, this is your answer. Let's read the fourth one as well. So LGVs. Now this is a really nice keyword because there cannot be any synonym for this keyword. It would be written as it is, LGV. Okay, so LGVs are dashed by computers. So something is done by computers to the LGVs. And again, locate this part as well. The LGVs collect the reels of the paper. So they are collecting the reels. We don't know what LGVs are. I'm not sure what these are. We'll have to read further to understand. So we'll have to locate the word reels of paper, and LGVs are collecting something. And when we spot these words, the answer to question number 4 would be around that area or around those sentences. So let's go back to the passage. Okay, we have found the answer to 2 questions. One is your transmitted electronically. Let me just highlight that. Okay, it was transmitted electronically. Here you have found out the answer to the next one, photographic negatives. Okay, now we are moving on to the third one, which is also in the same sentence. So let's have a look at it. Dash are made for use in the printing presses. So something is made which would be used in the printing presses. So the film is used to produce aluminium printing plates ready for the presses. So ready for the presses again means that they are going to be used in the printing presses. So I hope it's pretty clear here. No rocket science, pretty simple. So the answer would be aluminium printing plates are ready for use in the printing presses. So this is going to be your answer, aluminium printing plates, and let's write it down here. And of course, see, the word or the word after the blank is basically your R. Okay, so the answer to this particular question has to be plural. So you would be writing the aluminium printing plates. Okay, and plates needs to be written because here the blank is followed by R, which shows that it is plural. So printing plates. Do not write plate. If you just write plate, it is going to be incorrect. All right, I hope it's clear so far. Let's move on to the next part. The LGVs are dashed by computer. So let's read the third paragraph. We are done with the second one, B. So here we quickly spot LGVs here, right? So you don't really have to read the entire paragraph, just spot the keyword and read the sentences around it. I read the first two paragraphs completely because I wanted you to get some context. What is this particular passage talking about? At least you have some fair enough idea now that it's going to talk about automation in the newspaper industry or the newspaper production process. So here they're talking about LGVs, which are laser guided vehicles. So first of all, now we understand what is the meaning of this particular abbreviation. Now here, let's quickly scan through it. A procession of automated vehicles is busy at the new printing press of this, okay, every day with lights flashing and warning, horns honking, the robots to give them their correct name. The LGVs or laser guided vehicles look for all the world like enthusiastic machines from a science fiction movie as they follow their own random paths around the plant, busily getting on with their jobs. So here so far they've just mentioned how these laser guided vehicles are helping out with the jobs or basically doing their jobs in the printing press. Automation of this kind is now standard in all modern newspaper plants. The robots can detect unauthorized personnel. So what is the use or what is the benefit of these particular laser guided vehicles? They can detect unauthorized personnel and alert security staff immediately if they find any intruder, anyone who does not have access to that particular place. So they can easily identify them. Not surprisingly, tall tales are already being told about the machine starting to take on personalities of their own. So this is of course something that we all are concerned about, that artificially intelligent devices can take over humans. So that's always a concern that we have whenever we invest into artificial intelligence. So let's move on to the question again to get some context. So by computer, so we haven't seen the word computers anywhere so far, have we? I don't think we have come across this word. So we go back and read the next paragraph. Let's quickly spot the word computers somewhere. Yeah, I see computers here. Okay, computers, I see it here, I see it here as well. So these are some areas where I see computers. Let's read the lines close to this. So once the size of the day's newspaper or day's paper and the publishing order are determined at the head office, the information is punched into the computer and the LGVs are programmed to go about with their work. So here LGVs are programmed to go about their work. Here I guess programmed could be the answer to the question number 4. Then moving on to the next sentence, the LGVs collect. Remember, collect was also a keyword. I'll just show you the question once. Remember here we discussed collect the reels of the newspaper. So collect is also a keyword that you have to keep in mind, which I can spot here easily. So the LGVs collect the appropriate size paper reels and take them where they have to go. So reels is another keyword that you spot here. So obviously the answer is in these lines itself. So the LGVs collect the appropriate size of the reel and take them where they have to go. When the press needs another reel, its computer alerts the LGV system. The Sydney LGVs move busily around the press room, fulfilling their two key functions. So what are the two key functions? Let's quickly underline them. The two key functions, one is to collect the reels, okay, to collect the reels either from the reel stripping stations or from the racked supplies in the newsprint storage area. So something in the storage area is being collected or racked, the supplies there, and also stripping stations. Okay, so these are some words you should keep in mind because these are peculiar. Now what happens at the stripping station? So the stripping station, the tough wrapping that helps to protect a reel. So there's some wrapping around the reel. So the tough wrapping that helps to protect a reel of paper from rough handling is removed. So this is where at the stripping station, stripping is basically you're removing something, stripping off, right? So stripping, the name here for the station, stripping station basically means that you're removing something. And here what are you removing? The protective layer over the reel. So tough wrapping that helps to protect a reel of paper from rough handling. Any damaged paper, any paper that is damaged is peeled off and the reel is then weighed. So if there is some damaged paper, so we have a reel of papers and sometimes the top layer and the bottom layer get damaged because of the transportation and everything. So that could be the reason why it is damaged. And now here what they do is at the stripping station they would remove that and weigh the reel after removing all the damaged paper. Now let's go to the questions and figure out the answers because I have forgotten what the questions were. Okay, so here the LGVs are dashed by computer. So what has the computer done to the LGVs? What is the relationship between computers and LGVs? So here the only place where computers and LGVs come together is this area, not even in the next paragraph. If you quickly skim through it, you would notice that there is nothing related to computers in the next paragraph. So here computers, the information is punched into the computers and the LGVs are programmed to go about their work. So the answer here would be programmed because the computers are used to do that. Okay, so the answer here would be programmed. The LGVs are programmed by the computers. Programmed by the computers. Now that's the answer. The LGVs collect the reels of the paper. We have already discussed this part. We have already located it. The LGVs remove. Remember, we have also discussed something related to remove. What do they remove? The tough wrapping over the reels. So the LGVs remove the dash. What is dash? Some wrapping, some damaged paper, as I already explained it to you that there is a reel of papers and the top and the bottom layer might get damaged because of the transportation or the rough handling. So that is one. So you have to locate for this keyword, remove something from the reel. So nothing else but the reel. Something has been removed from the reel. The reel is dash. Now this is a little ambiguous. We'll have to see what this means. The reel is dash, and to answer this particular question you need to read the next sentence because then only you'll know, because this is a step-by-step process. A flow chart is always a step-by-step process. So the reel is dash, the reel is trimmed and prepared by. So let's locate for the words trimmed and prepared by the dash. So someone or something prepares it. It could be the machines, it could be a person, it could be someone we don't know. So this is what we'll be using here. Okay. Next is the reel is taken to the press. So this area is divided into two. If you notice, there's this line here. So the reel is taken to the press or the reel is taken to dash, again some other place. There's a blank. So let's go back to the passage and locate the answer. So remove is somewhere here. We located it. Yes, removed, right? Here is the word removed. So this is one of your keywords. Now what do they remove? At the stripping station, the tough wrapping. So the answer could be wrapping, tough wrapping that helps to protect a reel of paper from rough handling is removed. Any damaged paper is peeled off. So the answer could be both damaged paper or tough wrapping. Both are correct. Even if you write one of them, that's correct. Don't worry. The meaning is the same. Okay. You need to understand peeled off also means removed. So there are two answers to this question and both the answers are correct. So the answer to this particular question would be the LGVs remove the dash. So from the reel. So you can say the tough wrapping. So you can also use the word tough because anyway we are under the word limit. So the wrapping, or you can write damaged paper. This is how you locate answers. Read the question, underline the keywords, look for the keywords in the question or something related to the keyword. Now, probably they could have changed the LGV's remove. Instead of remove, it could have been peel off. It could have been, some other synonym of this particular word. You never know. So just be a little attentive and don't just locate the same words. Locate those words, those keywords or their synonyms. Okay. Moving on to the reel is dash and the reel is trimmed and prepared. So let's locate trimmed and prepared first. Then one of the 4 pasture robots move in. So this is something new. Okay. Specifically designed for the job. It trims the paper. Okay, we have figured our keyword. Trims the paper. So the answer is somewhere around these lines. So specifically designed for the job, it trims the paper neatly and prepares the reel. Prepares is also here. Pretty simple. So trims the paper neatly and prepares the reel for the press. Now who does it? The pasture robot does it. Okay. So if required, the reel can be loaded directly onto the press. If not needed immediately, an LGV takes it to the storage area. So LGV, what does it do? It takes it to the storage area if it is not immediately needed. If you need the reel, if you want to print the newspaper right away, you keep it or you put it in the press directly. Otherwise, you send it to the storage area. When the press computer calls for a reel, an LGV takes it to the reel loading area of the loading position, loading area of the press. It lifts the reel into the loading position and places it in the correct spot with the complete accuracy as each reel is used, blah blah blah. When the bin is full, another LGV collects and takes it to the shredder. Okay, so let's go back to the question. Fine, the reel is trimmed and prepared by the dash. So we read about the 4 pastures which are designed for the same purpose. So pasture. Okay, this would be your answer. So the reel is trimmed and prepared by the pasture robot. So we have figured the answer to this one. We are still looking for the 6th one, which we'll come back to later on. It's not necessary to get stuck up at one question if you're not figuring out the answer to the same. Move on to the next one. Don't waste a lot of time on one question. The reel is taken to the press, the reel is taken to dash. So I just explained it to you. The reel is if you have to use it immediately, then you take it to the press, otherwise you keep it in the storage area. So anyone who wasn't attentive and who did not see me explain or locate these answers, I'll show it to you again. So here we have this one, right? So the pasture robots trim the paper neatly and prepares the reel for the press. If required, the reel can be loaded directly onto the press, which is one part of the question that's already given to you. If not needed immediately, we keep it in the storage area. So that becomes your answer. Storage area, and here we have pasture robots. Okay, and here we also had a storage area here, by the way, but that's not the answer. We are missing out on something now, and that is any damaged paper is peeled off and the reel is then weighed. So weighed is the answer to the question number 6. I'll tell you how that's the answer. So here you notice that we have figured out that the LGVs have removed or peeled off the damaged paper from the reel, and after that the pasture robots have also taken care of the trimming and preparing of the reel. So something in between is missing, one step in between removing the damaged paper and trimming and preparing the reel. So what is that thing? That is weighed. Okay, the reel is weighed. The reel is weighed. That is your answer here. So the reel is weighed because if you notice, peeling happens first. So first you would remove the damaged paper or the peeling. Let me just locate it for you guys. Yeah, the wrapping or the damaged paper, and once it's peeled off, removed, you have to weigh it, and then the job of the robot starts. Okay, so this is how you have to understand and solve your answers in a step-by-step manner. I'll just give you a quick gist or revision summary of how it needs to be done. So let's have a quick recap. Read the heading of the paragraph of the passage, and then read the instructions and the title of the flowchart question carefully. Skim through the first two paragraphs to get an idea. Underline the keywords in the question, think about the synonyms, and also remember the instructions. Okay, read the instructions, don't forget that. Locate these keywords and synonyms in the passage. Read those sentences properly to find the answer. Sometimes you might have to read the same sentence 2-3 times, and it's completely fine to be sure of your answer. You can do that. Okay, before I close the session, I want you guys to remember two things. Number one, it's not necessary to understand each and every word that is given in your passage. Even if you don't know certain words, you can still locate the answers, because all of those words are not necessary to come to a conclusion or come to your answer. Number one. Number two is that you don't have to read the entire passage. Also, sometimes you just have to skim through certain parts, and when you locate the synonyms or the keywords, then you focus on those sentences carefully. Now if you notice, in this particular passage, F and G were not at all needed. So if you follow this strategy of reading the entire passage first, wasting about 7 to 10 minutes, and then coming to the question, that is absolutely a foolish move. Please do not do that. You have to be very mindful of the fact that it's not about understanding the passage, it's about solving the answers or solving the questions and coming to the answers. So that is what your focus should be at, and not reading and understanding each and every sentence of your passage. Please remember this, it's a test. Okay, and you have to approach that particular passage or questions as if you're taking a test. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video with another type of question. Till then, if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section below. Bye bye, take care, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.